So tonight we decided to tell everyone about the new products for Young Living Essential Oil that were introduced at their annual convention, which they held remotely just last month. Correct, Lily?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So we wanted you to be able to see some of the newest products, and hopefully you'll see something that piques your interest.
Mm-hmm.
So Lily, take it away, right?
So just to say, to start, some of these we're just talking about because, we haven't had a chance to really, we're just sharing the info with you. But Gary's Light, I do, okay.
I'm sorry, let me go back.
Gary's Light, I do have.
But let's start with One Heart.
Okay, One Heart, I do not have. Yet. I have not yet ordered this, but it sounds really wonderful. And I was reading about it today, that it was created from the intention of creating community. And so it's saying it has the agatea from Ecuador, lemon, lime, Northern Lights, black spruce, and spearmint. So this, I definitely want to get this. This sounds really, really wonderful.
But Lily, I found it interesting. They also have Valor in there and Ylang Ylang.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I missed that part.
Yeah.
So you do, yeah. Well, I like the Northern Lights Black Spruce because, well, that's in Valor too, so you're getting a double hit of that, yeah.
What do you think that this is a sweet smelling oil because the ylang ylang?
Ylang ylang.
Lemon lime may offset that, no?
Yeah, the lemon lime and Northern Lights is sort of, spruce is an evergreen, and the spearmint, I don't know, it sounds like a lovely,
I know.
it sounds very balanced, doesn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, they say that, this balancing blend.
Yeah.
It's a great outlook on life and awareness that we are all in this together. Yeah, that was the one thing that I did read about it was, how it came about being blended with that intention of everyone pulling everyone together. Because it was always Gary's wish to have essential oils in, every person in the planet in their medicine cabinet, that was always his wish.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now we move on to Gary's Light, which you do.
Now, that I do have Gary's Light here. And because, of course, I was just, okay, so they're saying was formulated to enlighten our minds and a greater awareness of truth and discernment, certainly at a time when the world could use a ray of inspiring light. The warm sense of cinnamon and cistus, and the richness of myrrh and lemongrass, and the awakening notes of frankincense, dorado azul, eucalyptus radiata, and hyssop promote a healthy lifestyle and well-being. The aroma is so smooth, elegant, and perfectly balanced that it gives you a calming sense of strength that makes you feel grounded and protected, and at a time fills your heart with joy and peace. So I was really attracted to this, first of all, because it's titled Gary's Light. And Mary Hardy, Mary Young spoke about it at convention and said that, this was kind of like her blend. She was inspired to do this, because of their sharing their life together. And these were some of Gary's favorite oils as well. So I was really, I'm sorry?
No, is it earthy, or because the oils that I'm seeing feel like it wouldn't, certainly not a sweet one.
Oh, it's so complex.
Okay.
It's like, first you smell the cinnamon, and it kind of like keeps changing each time you smell it, and then kind of the cistus. I don't get the myrrh at all, and maybe the hyssop a little. I don't know. It's very complex, but it's very like I wouldn't just put this anywhere on my body. In fact, I'm more inclined to want to smell it out of the bottle, because I feel very strengthened when I smell it. I feel it really brings me into focus, because it's such a complex smell. I want to keep smelling it. Like, what is that? What is that? Where is the lemongrass?
Fun.
Anyway, okay. So the next one,
And the
Wait, can we,
next one
can I just,
is,
can we, wait, before we go on the next one, can we go back to that, Gary?
yes, we can.
yeah,
When you said it's very complex, this
Mhm.
is the one thing that really intrigues me about the oil recipes, because there's such a marriage of not only fragrance, but vibration from the oils. And I can't even imagine how one puts a formula together like that.
I know.
Yeah.
And this is like, wow. I mean, it's very different. It's really different.
And what you were talking about, that first you smell the cinnamon, and that's what I noticed with some of the other oil blends, the emotional oils. At first I smell something, and then all of a sudden it opens up in such a cascading way.
That's a great way to describe it, a cascading way.
Yeah, it's almost giving permission to welcome in more. That's probably supported by the blends or the oils that are combined. But it becomes so expansive.
I'm not sure how, this was 39.7.
Yes, I said expansive.
Oh, expansive.
Actually, this is a
You
good
said
price.
expansive.
Oh, expansive. I'm sorry. Yeah. I was surprised that there was myrrh because I didn't really pick up myrrh,
Hmm.
and the hyssop. I kind of got a hit of that,
Hmm.
but you know, you want to not put it in a tender place because when I went to smell it, I must have had some on my hands and it was a little red after because of the cinnamon. I'm more inclined to want to put a carrier oil with it and put it on my feet.
Yeah.
I'm really inclined to put it on my feet. I'm not really drawn to put in any sensitive, tender part of my body. Like I said, I'm inclined to smell it. I have not yet diffused it.
If they go to the website, they will also find the uses for it and how to apply it and how to use it.
Yeah. So anyway, but it's a wonderful thing, and I loved that Mary, you know, took a hand at making her first blend in honor of Gary. That was lovely, I thought.
Okay, so we'll move to the next oil.
The cassia, it's a new oil to Young Living, but it's not new in the aromatherapy world by any means. It's a type of cinnamon, as they say. It's a sweet, light cinnamon. That's its comforting and cozy characteristics. Cast away your worries and create a sense of peace and serenity. Its grounding and balancing aroma inspires emotional release, used during times of doubt to center yourself, to encourage inner connection, and to develop positive self-awareness. I've always found the cinnamon like very reassuring, a very reassuring oil. Typically, the scent of cinnamon. So
Yeah.
I'm glad to see we have this because it is a lighter version of the cinnamon, which can be a little, you know, heavy at times.
Now, you said earlier that they had cassia before this?
No.
Young Living never has had it. It's
Oh,
Young Living, but it's not a new oil
got it.
in the aromatherapy world.
Okay.
Mhm.
Here we go to Breathe Again.
Breathe Again.
Mm.
Breathe Again is a wonderful Breathe Again oil. So it's like the thing that's changed about it is before it was always in this roll-on format, which is really wonderful too. But it has 4 different eucalyptus and 5 essential oils in it. So it's really good for opening up the airways and breathing deep and, you know, that kind of thing.
That would probably be great in that personal diffuser.
And I was going to say, and I've never diffused Breathe Again because I've only
We
ever
didn't
had
have
it.
it. Right. But just based on what it's saying there, I'm like, well, that
Right.
sounds like it'd be great in the diffuser, the personal one.
Right.
Okay.
It's a wonderful kind of just get you together. Even if you don't have, you know, a problem with breathing or stuffiness or congestion or anything like that, because they say that it can reduce coughing and it relaxes the airways. This is what Young Living says about it. It allows you to breathe easier. But I find that it kind of pulls me together, during the day if I feel kind of slumpy or I need to get on it, Breathe again is a good thing.
Take a breath. Take a breath.
Right.
And then the new Ecuadorian oil.
Ecuadorian oregano. I am so curious about this. I can't wait to get it because there's many varieties of oregano, and I've never experienced the one from Ecuador. And they're all different because they're coming from different locations, which means they have a different sun, different soil, different rain, different everything. So I'm really curious about this. So it says, immerse yourself in the traditions of the lush South American tropics with Ecuadorian oregano. This pure essential oil is cultivated and distilled in the rich soil of Young Living's Finca Botanica farm and distillery in Ecuador. Ecuadorian oregano is a powerful herb found in villages and houses throughout South America, where grandmothers and herbalists alike have used it for generations. That's very exciting. Yeah, and of course, and I'm wondering how, it is like for culinary uses too.
Right. Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. So, okay. Any more?
You want to finish off with the aroma ring?
Oh yeah, the aroma ring.
We're all curious about this one. So.
Well, and they're already sold out of the aroma ring, Aroma Ease for now anyway. But so apparently it's this a soft silicone ring that's comfortably on your nose or on your ear to deliver a discreet, convenient, effective aromatherapy for up to 6 hours. Reach for it while traveling, experiencing sensitivity to smells, or feeling butterflies in your stomach. So that's really lovely. It's like your own little personal, diffuser that you bring along. I'm thinking if you're traveling, it's great. I'm thinking of airplanes and stuff,
I don't know. It just looks so funny because you can see a little nose ring
Right.
on that picture. So it'd be worth trying. So I'm curious.
It's a fashion statement.
Right. Yeah.
I'll pass.
Okay.
Okay, then we're moving on to Bloom and Catherine.
Yes. Bloom is a new cleansing and washing, and we'll go through a couple of them now that they came out with. And it's derived facial wash that reveals radiant skin and leaves your face feeling fresh and smooth. The cleanser is powdered by Palmaria flower extract, which I have no clue what that is. Sodium hyaluronate, I have no idea what that is. Pracaxi seed oil that helps both cleanse and hydrate the skin. I know this probably would have worked great for me, probably back in March when I was feeling so, and that would have just probably helped brighten my senses a little bit. Sometimes I use different things, just a plain oil. Sometimes I use to cleanse, but I would like to try this to see how that works. I'd like radiant skin. Mine gets very tired. So, yeah.
You'll have to try it for us.
Yeah.
Well, the sodium hyaluronate is the one that makes your face kind of plumpy because it's very.
Okay, so that's the one that helps. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Lines, fills in those creases.
Right.
Thank you.
And the pracaxi seed was in another thing that we talked about one of the art products was the one that they were calling the Botox treatment.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. And the plumeria is from Hawaii. I remember like in Hawaii, it's really popular. They use it to make lace with and all. It's beautiful.
Must smell really good.
Fragrant, very fragrant. This must smell incredible.
Yeah.
Okay, so the next product.
Okay, is the brightening essence. And that is a gel textured essence, infusing moisture into the skin, refining the skin's look and texture. and it has a pH balance restoring formula to support skin barrier function, reducing the appearance of pores, leaves your skin refreshed and radiant. Yeah, that I think I'd like to try too, because I have these little things, maybe I can't see them now, and that's a good thing. But as I'm getting older, I'm noticing the, imperfections, if you will. And that sounds like I like the balance restoring formula for my, I always put on sunscreen or whatever when I go out, but there's been a lot of time and aging process going on there that I think we could use a little assistance. So, and I like the fact that it's a gel texture. For some reason, yeah, I think it would be cooling and nice and refreshing. So I like the brightening essence that they call it.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then there's the lotion.
There we have the lotion. So after all that, it's infused with the most advanced natural ingredients available, brightening the skin's appearance while boosting natural radiance. Love it. Bloom's lightweight hydration helps moisturize skin, while antioxidants helps minimize the appearance of future damage. That's a go-to, I think, for like now. I would really, because I don't like the heavy lotions right now. I like it light. I want it easy. And that sounds like that's exactly what that is. So I think I'd like to try that one for sure.
Now we're going to move into one of the newer products is, this is for you, Lily, the liquid concealer.
Yeah, the two things that I did order were from convention were Gary's Light and the liquid concealer light number 2 I got, and I really like. And I'm so happy because concealer's like one of the things I almost always wear. If I'm wearing makeup at all, it'll just be concealer. I don't use foundation that much, but concealer I do. And what I noticed about this is that it really covers really well. And I'm very happy with it, and I'm really glad Young Living has it, because it's like one of my least favorite things to have to shop for, next to having to shop for a bra.
Bras and concealer. Okay, well, now we know.
The truth comes out.
Right. So I'm glad I can just, order it. It delivers to my door. It works. It's great. Thank you.
I have a question, Lily. How does one know which one is their color? Like,
Yes.
I think I see dark, 1, 2, and then light. So how would I know which one? Because I love concealers.
Yeah, me too. Well, Vicky's going to tell you about that in a little bit.
Okay.
How you can do that. Right, Vic?
Right. So they've also come out with a liquid foundation. And here they're showing certain skin colors and which ones go along with it. But I'll show you a slide where they have a little booklet that you can order that you can match your skin tone to. But the liquid foundation, I've been using their powder for a long time because they've had it, and I really like it. It's a mineral powder. But they never had the foundation, so I would buy a different foundation. So I did order this liquid foundation, and I'm used to a creamier one, but this is fine. I really am enjoying using it. So it's a little looser, but it's great. It was hard to determine what color to buy. So I tried to match it as close to, I think I bought the buff. You'll see that on there. And it's worked out fine. So they have 13 different colors. They claim that it never cakes and settles on lines, and it's long wearing. So I've had no issues with it so far. I like the fact that, it's a cruelty-free product and vegan friendly. So that's an important thing for me.
Yeah.
So this is a booklet that they have. It's called Face Match Tool Booklet. And Lily, did you say there's a piece in there that comes out that you can use?
Yeah, there's a piece, and I just read about it. I haven't actually seen it, but I read about it that there's like a little plastic covering over the color, and you could put it up to your jawline and match the color well. you know.
To find the perfect shade. So my first initial reaction, I'll just share and be honest, was that I would like to, I hate the fact that they're selling that and that you have to buy that ahead of time before you can buy the product if you really want to match it closely.
Hmm.
So, but I'm sure they thought this through, and that's how they've set it up. I mean, when we ordered, we didn't know there was this booklet, so we
Is
just
this just for the foundation though?
I was just going to say that for Sabangale, I think.
yeah, for the foundation. I don't think they make one for the concealer, but I bet
Yeah.
that would help though
Yeah.
in
Mhm.
determining.
I don't know if they have, I mean, I'm just noticing that this
Yeah, for the
is,
foundation.
Yeah, I just noticed the dark one and two. Perhaps I would be in those two.
And they look relatively close, you
Yeah.
know.
Back to the concealer.
did you go back? Yeah.
I'm going back now.
Uh-huh.
So
I-
yeah, they
The
dark
first two
one
on
and
the
two.
left, the first
Yeah.
two on the left, the first one's dark one, the second one is a little bit darker, which is
Yeah.
darker two. Um,
Okay.
you look to me, I mean, if I had to choose, I would choose probably dark one.
Yeah.
What do you
Yeah,
think?
I agree. Mm-hmm.
You always wanted a little lighter also.
Right. So that when you put the foundation,
Right.
Exactly.
Right.
it matches. Yeah,
That's what I would go with too. I would go with the first one on the left.
I agree. Mm-hmm.
Good, okay.
Okay.
Right.
Match. And then they have, did you order this, Lily?
I did. I just ordered it the other day because I watched this video and it just was so cool the way she was doing it, you know, like sort of patting it on. Because I have the habit maybe of going like this, but you shouldn't pull. You should just pat, you know. And
Okay.
I liked the way it's shaped at the top, like for getting under here, you know, when you do the concealer. So I just ordered it, you know, and it's a healthy thing. It's you know, good material and all. So
So I have a question, Lily. So they're recommending this for both the concealer and the foundation. Yet is the concealer, does it have like an apply? How does it apply? Is there a wand that comes out? Or?
yes,
Okay.
yeah. I'm sorry. I could go get it.
That's
Yeah.
okay. So you would put the wand on and then you could use that.
Just a couple little dots, like, you know, 2 or 3 little dots with the wand, and then you just kind of pat it on with this little.
Okay, so that's an
I'm
option.
excited to get it. Yeah.
And then they've also come out with a liquid foundation brush, which is something I've never heard of before, to use a brush to apply your liquid foundation.
Mhm.
Has anyone used that before?
No, I use a brush only for my powders.
Right. Me too. Yeah.
I'd be very curious to try it and see what it does. It says that it holds just the right amount of Savvy Mineral Liquid Foundation. So it may be something in the future I'll check out and let you
Is
know.
it in the brush itself?
No, I think
No.
it's
Okay.
with a
Okay.
brush to
Yeah.
apply it.
Yeah.
So just another interesting tool.
Okay.
And then Catherine, you were going to talk about this?
I am.
Oh yeah.
It's on the order.
Okay.
It just, for some reason, my husband has always liked Vicks. Well, we are not allowed to have Vicks in the house. I just don't like it. And what the heck's happening in my computer? I remember reading somewhere that to put, you know, DIY, and I was, I've got to learn to make this. I've got to learn to make this. Well, I never have. So we've been Vicks vapor rub free for 25 years. And now I saw this, I'm like, oh my God, this is going to be so perfect. Because he just like, don't ask me why, he just likes that on his chest when he has a cold.
Yeah.
So, this
Goes back to his childhood.
yeah, I guess. So I thought, oh my gosh, this is so perfect. So I'd ordered that yesterday. So I'm looking forward to it. And I'll give you an update as soon as I get it. I'm hoping it smells more like Thieves.
Well,
Well-
they're calling it Thieves, so let's hope.
Right,
Yeah.
right,
But
And
it's got menthol and camphor in it, so
right. And the eucalyptus. I love eucalyptus. Yeah.
they say that or the YouTube that I saw on it, they were saying how, you don't have to like put it on your hand first and then put it on your chest.
That's right.
It
You do
has this like applicator that you can do right on your
and
chest.
just right on your chest,
Yeah.
right? Or wherever, yeah.
So I think that'd be a good thing to have for the upcoming season, certainly.
Yep.
Yeah,
I agree.
yeah.
I got on the bandwagon before they say out of stock.
So in
Right.
this one, they now have a super vitamin D. So I did a little research on it because I'm always interested in it, because it didn't say here what type of D it was.
Right.
And it turns out that they're chewable. You place them in your mouth, you let it dissolve for 5 to 10 seconds, and then you chew it. And the super vitamin D blend is made with, it has lemon balm in it. It has vitamin D3, which is made from a lichen extract. It has another bit of Melissa, which is what the lemon balm is, and some lime.
Hmm.
So the amount, it has 50 micrograms per serving of the Super D, and that's pretty comparable to a D3 that I take that has like 62 micrograms in it. So it's probably close to 2,000 to 2,500 international units.
How did you figure that out, Vic?
Because I looked at what we had,
Mhm.
and that gave me the IUs, and it had 62.5, and that's 2,500 IUs. Their nutritional fact shows that it's 50 micrograms. So it's pretty close.
I wonder what makes it super.
A good question.
Because it sounds good, I don't know. Maybe because it's, it has the extra bit having the Melissa in with it.
I would say that
Yeah.
was my guess, yeah. Because you don't find many formulas that have, that Melissa, and that's a very,
And what did you say, Vicki? They're take two a day?
It says to take 2 tablets. That's the standard dose.
so that would be like 5 international units then, or 5?
No. The standard dose of 2 tablets is equal to 50 micrograms. So
Okay.
you need to take 2 in order to get that dosage. Now
Okay.
I do a liquid vitamin D3, but
Yeah.
this one at least you're letting it dissolve in your mouth first a little bit, so
Mhm.
you're absorbing it that way and then chewing the rest of it. So, and they recommend taking it with food. So it's just a thought that it's out there.
You're supposed to take
And I was
vitamin
glad they're
D.
using D3. Sorry?
You're supposed to take vitamin D with fat.
Right. They're just saying food, but fat is true. Yeah.
Also, the other thing, when I've been reading about, the immune system enhancement,
Mhm.
there's a lot of research they've done around vitamin D, and that being a really strong, big factor, right up there with, say, vitamin D, immune system
Yeah,
enhancement.
there have been some theories that, and I don't believe, a lot of the things about COVID, but they're looking at people, they're doing statistical analysis that people who are getting the sickest have a lower D level, but I don't know if that's been fully vetted yet. So
I heard that too.
yeah, so I don't know how true it is. That's just one of the things that I've seen.
Yeah, it's one has to be so careful of that.
Yeah, no, I know. I'm not saying
Headline
that's
has-
true. I'm just saying that's what they're saying. But I believe you need to know what your D level is. A lot of people have very, very, very low D levels, and we need some D if we can't get it from the sun. So,
Catherine, do you test your D?
Do I test it?
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't think so. No.
you need to. We all need to.
Well,
Yeah.
when you say that, is that in your basic blood work, or and how do you test it?
Well, you can ask your doctor for it, but it's
Oh, okay.
probably not covered. Or you can buy it online.
Oh, all right.
In other words, there's been more and more labs that are going sort of off-label, but they're not off-label. Because Medicare won't cover a lot of different blood work.
Okay.
So these companies are now independent of Medicare, and you can get a vitamin D test for about $35. Depends, $22 to $35. It depends on sale and whatever have you. So it depends on where you live. If you live in New Jersey, it doesn't work. But if you live in New York, it's okay. You go online, and there are a couple of these different companies. Life Extension is one of them. Ulta is another one. You order the test, they'll send you the script, and then you bring it to either LabCorp or
Oh,
Quest.
okay. Beautiful. Okay, thank
It's
you.
recommended that you really test your D level twice a year to know where it is, seasonally.
Well, I was just going to ask, like, obviously, August, it may be different than it would be probably in December because
Right.
I've obviously been more. Okay.
And then you can adjust your supplement accordingly.
Okay.
That's interesting, Vicky, because do the doctors tell you that? Do they say that? Or you
No,
just have to know?
yeah,
have
they
to
don't
know.
tell you.
You have to know. That's why these calls are so important, that we could share this information, because vitamin D is very,
Yeah.
very important. It's a hormone, actually, but it has so much impact on the body, especially the bones, but overall health, as Lily was pointing out. So
Great.
yeah,
Great.
they don't look at it as a typical allopathic doctor does not emphasize vitamin D.
Right.
Or magnesium,
Yeah, right.
but both of which I think are critical, especially magnesium. Yeah, and vitamin D,
Yeah, they don't focus on the vitamins, in fact.
So then we're going to just talk a little bit about these new pouches that they've come out with that are specific. So this one's called Serenity Now. It comes with 3 specific oils, and it comes in a cute little carrying bag. And this one has one of those aroma rings with it. And it's nice that they've just combined specifically like lavender, stress away, and peace and calming are all very relaxing. You think of serenity. So if you're looking to carry or have with you that specific type, this is a great little kit to have. And I think it would be a great gift for someone if you,
Yeah.
this is a
Yeah.
nice presentation.
Yeah.
And they did a really good job with that little pouch too, I thought.
Yes.
It's very nice looking,
Mhm.
Yeah.
So they have a Serenity Now kit, and then we have a To the Rescue kit. So this one's a little more expansive. There's 5 oils in it. So we have Stress Away, Thieves, Deep Relief, M-Grain, and Digees. So it could cover a lot of different things. So they're saying to the
Your
rescue,
mini medicine cabinet when you
it's
go
like a
out.
little, yeah, it is. It's like a mini medicine cabinet. So it's the family's daily unknown. So let's say you're stressed, you have something for that. You have Thieves, certainly for immune system and things that are impacting you in the world. Deep Relief, you have muscle pain, be great for that. M-Grain is known for helping with headaches and migraines, and Digees for your GI issues. So it's a wonderful combination. These are great. This would be a perfect travel kit.
Absolutely. Yeah, I was just going to say that. Yeah. I didn't realize they had Deep Relief in there. Like I've never seen Deep Relief in a bottle. It's always, in a roll-on.
It's usually a roll-on, but I like Deep Relief. I like the way it smells, and it does work.
Mm.
So that's a nice one. Then we move on to Mind Over Matter. So this to me is, I guess, looking at a lot of your head issues with peppermint, which is good for headaches, the M-Grain again, and again, Deep Relief. So, so they're saying here, if your head just isn't in the right place, this is a way to get your head back together. And it's an interesting way of putting it, but it's another nice combination of oils. So the peppermint you can use for your headache, and then also for your stomach if you need it while you're there.
Great.
So again, another cute little pouch. And then we have another one called Wish You Well. And so depending on what your issues are, it helps you stay comfortable, stuffy odors and an aroma that supports feeling of normal, clear breathing. So, and also for your stomach. So you have the Digees, you have the Thieves, and RC, which is wonderful for respiratory comfort. So I've always liked RC, especially as the season, we get closer to cold or flu seasons. If I get it, which I do, an upper respiratory issue, I will not only apply RC and inhale it, but I like to make a steam bath out of it. So that you boil some water, put some RC in it, and you go to tent over it and deeply inhale the fumes from it. It just is wonderful for relieving upper respiratory issues.
Great, yeah.
So that's another nice little kit. And that again has a little aroma ring. So I guess they're just throwing them in there. I don't know.
Now, the aroma ring you wear in your nose?
You know, like a nose ring right in your,
Yeah.
you can do it there. That sounds really close. I don't know. Or you can hook it onto your ear.
I see. Okay. Thank you.
Mhm. So who was going to talk, who would like to talk about the diffusers?
Talk about them.
Go ahead.
The Lucia is unique in the lamp design that it has, and it can diffuse up to 4 hours straight with 3 different timers of 60, 90, and 120 minutes. The intermittent diffusant mode can run up to 8 hours with intervals of 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off. This has 8 different LED light options that run independently of the diffuser function. In other words, you could just have the lighting going on. I choose not to do that. I don't know many people that use the lighting for that. I choose not to. But again, if you like the design in your home, it works great. And I think the options they give you there are wonderful. So, and I think the price is very reasonable.
And then there's the next one.
Is the Luster,
Yeah.
which is an artesian diffuser. It's rounded, obviously. The luminous sensory companion is an ultrasonic diffusion, fills your home with signature home essential oil scents. Lovingly handcrafted, each artesian diffuser cover is unique, fitting pair to a unique decor in your home. And this can run up to 6 hours or 3 different timers of 60, 90, and 120 minutes. But it can also do the intermittent and run up to 12 hours with intervals of 30 seconds on and 30 seconds off.
Wow.
So
I
yeah,
really think that's great
Lot
that
of
it has that
options.
time span.
right,
Mhm.
right. This also has the 8 different LED lighting options
Mm.
that are independent of the diffuser itself.
I guess if you're in a certain mood and you want like a blue light, you could leave the blue light on or.
I
Yeah,
kept
it
thinking
depends.
I'd use it. I have never.
Yeah.
Just saying. And maybe people do. I don't know.
Yeah.
You know.
Depends, yeah.
Yeah.
In your mood. Okay, and here we go. So, Catherine, you were going to talk about this.
I am. I love this. We have the CBD muscle rub. I think one of you said that was out right now. What you're seeing on this picture is the bundle. And you get the 3 CBD liquid in the liquid form. And then it looks like you're getting one of 5 of the sample tins of the muscle rub. And we had gotten the muscle rub itself just alone. So, and I have to tell you, my husband is in love with it. Actually, he just lost it. So I had to order him another one. You know.
So you can buy these separately then?
Yes, you can. Yes, you can. This is just shown as a bundle, and I guess during convention, they wanted to put a whole package together. If you take because you can also get it in 500 milligram and I think 800 milligram.
And there's
You have a choice of which
600, I
you
think.
want.
They also have a roll-on for the liquids.
Oh, they do?
Yeah.
Right. That I didn't know.
Yeah.
But if you want to take the liquid, obviously you have one in mint, you have one in citrus, and you have one in cinnamon. So it's also easy to digest if it's something that pleases you that way. I will tell you the rub, it does smell wonderful.
It does?
How did it help Al? What did it do for him?
Because his hands will also clam up, and like if he's been using tools or whatnot during the day or whatever, and they'll just cramp and swell up, and he'll just rub it on. Like he'll be sitting there at the end of the day and just rub and rub, and then breathe it in. And by the time he goes to bed, it's just calmed. It's calmed it down. The swelling has gone down, and he just. Obviously, he doesn't feel that, that contraction, if you will. So
It's a great combination with the CBD oil and then the essential oil too. It's very powerful. Powerful.
Yeah, that's one of my go-to ones.
Okay.
Yeah.
And this one we just added.
Yeah.
Lily was very excited about it, so we added the slide. Do you want to tell about it, Lily?
Just found it, and foaming hand soap. So I'm so excited to try it. I just happened to find. Oh, no, Vicky found it. Actually, Vicky,
Yeah.
you found it. You
Mhm.
found this and the next one as well.
Right.
So, and I've already texted my niece about this because she's a real lemon lover. So hopefully this will hit the spot for her so she can use some pure ingredients, plant-based formulas anyway. Yeah. So, we have the lemon, we have the lavender, and of course we have the Thieves foaming hand soap. So this is nice addition.
Right, and the other one that we just found
That we just found,
was
yeah.
the Valor deodorant.
Yeah.
Oh,
So I don't know if anyone likes the smell of Valor. So
Yes.
Valor to me is Lily. So when Lily would do my chiropractic, when we lived, a couple doors away from one another, that was always the first oil she used on me, and that's always my memory. So it'd be interesting to try the deodorant.
Yeah. Valor's is just such a great blend. I love it.
Mm.
I mean, that's like a standard, always on the order every month because it goes so quickly. And when I first get it, it's just so exciting. It's like, oh, a new bottle of Valor. Because there's always something that smells a little different from the other one. And, well, of course it would because we're plants in nature, but Valor's a wonderful formula. Yeah.
And it's nice to know that it is aluminum free and paraben free. So
and it also has blue tansy and frankincense. Oh, how delicious.
Yeah. It's
Yeah,
that's in that.
yeah.
That's the other thing I was going to say about this whole, all of their new products that I'm so excited about, because I remember when we did like gatherings and talking about, what you're putting on your skin and how it affects your body and all the toxins and all of that, and on and on and on. We did many presentations on that topic, but we never had anything,
Sorry.
to say, look, here, you can use this instead. Now we have the makeup, so I'm so excited about that.
Yeah.
And then we just thought we'd add here at the end a little bit about Essential Rewards. Lily, did you want to take that?
Yeah, because it's the kind of thing you need to talk one-to-one on, I think. Trying to read about it is always a little tricky to me anyway, but I always try to encourage folks to look at this because, you earn money for the money that you spend, and that just doesn't happen many places, and you don't have to, you can change your order every month exactly what you want. You could say when you want it. It has to be a minimum of 50 PV, which is equivalent to $50. But you can change it every month, and you can also cancel it. And the thing is, now with all the products that Young Living has, it's so easy. $50 you would spend very easily going out into the market and buying, personal care products, home products, makeup, cologne, perfume, muscle rubs, who doesn't spend $50 a month on that kind of stuff? So to me, it's just a wonderful thing to have it's delivered right to your door. It's quick, it's easy. You know that it's good quality. That's the thing. Because, even like I'm buying the concealer, it takes so much time to choose something that is like an okay product. So anyway, with the Essential Rewards for the first 1 to 3 months, you actually get 10% back on whatever investment in products you make. And the 4th to the 24th month, you get 20% back. And the 25th month on, you get 25% back on your products.
Yeah, that's quick.
It's phenomenal. Because
So
I have to tell you,
you get points that you can then purchase other products.
right. It's just money. It's just money. You buy products. Many holiday Christmases, I've bought all my presents just from the points that I've collected throughout the year, just buying my own living products. I
The
mean,
other thing is you reduce shipping as well.
right.
Because I did find that was very helpful for me because my shipping was, when I didn't do it, was a little high, and it's kind of like, "Ooh, really?" So this has been very beneficial for me.
Mhm.
I just put, just an FYI, I put the date on the calendar for myself that I have to order by a certain date, because I change my order every month. And like, starting in September, I'll start buying Christmas gifts or things like that towards, and then I'll be honest with you, after that, after the points for that, then I use it on myself, like January and February. Those are mine. I buy myself a little present.
I always save
That's
mine
great.
and get things like, Rose or Melissa,
Right,
something
right.
that I would
That I
not.
would not, yeah.
Right. But there it is, and you can have it. It's great.
So the order is $50 and up. Is that how it
Mhm.
goes? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but the minimum is $50 to be
Right.
available for the, and also you just call up and say, I want to be on Essential Rewards, and they just put you right on it. You probably could even do that online, I'm
I think
guessing.
you can, yes,
Yeah.
you can.
But I mean, it really is the best thing, and it's 50, like I said, 50 PV. Most products are equal dollar amount to PV amount. It's usually equal,
Yeah,
and
there's
it's,
some that aren't, but most are.
yeah, most are that.
And then other things that were announced at convention, they're creating, which we're happy to hear, a new website. So hopefully it'll be easier for people. And when in the future, I think when the website is rolled out, when you order $100 PV or more, it's free shipping.
Right.
So.
Mhm.
Great.
Yeah, so that'll be good. They're saying that they want to have that new website up by the end of the summer, beginning fall. That was what I heard last.
So you know how to reach us. So I'm just going to stop sharing so we can all see one another again.
Mhm.
See if anyone has any. And Karen joined us. Welcome, Karen.
Hi, Karen.
Hi, Karen. Hey, Karen.
So does anyone have any questions either about the new products or anything else while we have a few minutes? No questions.
Okay.
They look wonderful until I start ordering something. So
Um,
but they're great. I'm excited about the concealer and
yeah, yeah.
yeah. Yeah.
It's great to just know that they're pure. Do you know what I mean? Like we
Well,
was,
I use just,
Yeah, I think for me, I'm glad you said that, Lily, because I still have to really learn about all these products being pure products. So used to buying all this stuff and using it, but I want to get to that habit of really knowing and telling myself that I am spending this money on something that's pure, and here are the reasons for that.
mhm, mhm. Yeah. Well, we did, Vicki, Irma and I did a presentation at their home, Vicki and Irma's home. Remember the last one we did, and it was all about the toxins and the,
Yes.
Mhm.
And the alternative products you can use instead of buying something that's filled with toxins. Most of us, unless you really know how to read a label, and even reading those labels, the names are,
Mm.
don't know what they are. You could spend forever trying to research them.
Yeah.
But it's important to know what you should and shouldn't either put on your body or in your body.
and this, a little goes such a long, long way.
So in the chemical world, there are at least 60,000 chemicals that are unregulated.
Mm,
So we're ingesting either through body lotion or skincare, and the accumulation in the body is mind-boggling. And when you go to the doctor, you say, I'm just not feeling well, or I'm getting a little depressed or whatever. They don't say, well, what kind of hand soap do you use, or what kind of,
Yeah.
right.
Mm-hmm.
and that's just something that we unfortunately have to wake up to. And how
Mm.
to do it, right? You could
Yeah.
spend your life doing the research just by products that are essential oil based, that are coming from nature, and it makes all the difference in the world.
That was the thing that really, with all this hand hygiene and
Right.
the Purell and all of that. I was like, oh God,
Hmm.
you
Yeah.
know, just I wish it just seemed this whole thing seemed like a perfect opportunity to educate people about things like that.
Hmm.
You know, if there was that kind of consciousness in those places where that voice could make a difference, but unfortunately, we're not there yet. But we will be.
I was intrigued by Catherine with Al's experience with the
Yeah,
CBD oil. That
Mhm.
I mean, when you were showing us, it was like, oh no, right? Because
Yeah,
who wants to stop a man from using his tools, right? When they get so much joy out of that, but then there's pain. Wow.
and it allows him to go out and do it again. I mean, I'm not saying that, it's not going to happen again. It does.
Yeah.
Right.
But he gets relief from it, and he gets a good night's sleep because it's not pulsating. It's not, cramping.
Yeah.
It calms it. It's just, I don't know. I'm not a scientist. I don't know how or why it works. I just know it does work. Um, I'm just so happy with the results because you could see him cringe when, his hands are all deformed, and it's like, oh my gosh, here we go.
Well, it's a combination of the CBD and the oils that are in
right.
it. I mean,
Right.
the CBD works, we have an endocannabinoid system in our body.
Okay.
So that works on that, but then the essential oils are also probably impacting
And
his hands
calming.
and muscles. And
Mhm.
so it's a great combination.
Yeah.
It's such a miracle, this body of ours. It's so
I-
complicated, and it's a miracle.
Yeah. Yeah. That's why I'm so happy that, and I don't like shopping for all this stuff. And just to know I can go online and figure out what I need and how to use it and whatever, order it and forget it. It comes and it's there. It's in either my medicine cabinet, my herb, my seasoning drawer,
Mhm.
or it's in my personal stuff, whether raindrop therapy or whatever. It's all for my personal stuff. And it's just so much easier than running
Really.
store. And I know, and the difference I will tell you is the seed to seal for me was the difference because there was somebody else years ago that kept at me for other different essential oil products, and I just I couldn't connect. And I couldn't understand why. But when I read the seed to seal, it sealed the deal for me because they know. As with my food, I want to know where it comes from. If I'm going to wear it or eat it, I'd like to know what's going on in there. Like Irma said, the damage that I had done to my body before, and again, not knowing, that the lotions that you put on, whether it be suntan lotion, whether it be body lotion or whatever, or the soaps we used. Oh my gosh, when I look back now and I look at the ingredients of what was in, I'm like, oh, there's no wonder I was in the shape I was in. So we can reverse that, thank God. And so that's the process.
Um,
You want to live healthy
I
and
have
long.
I have a question for your ladies. When did you start doing this? I don't think we talked about that, Dr. Lily. When did you really start doing this, using these products?
With oils, Lily?
Yes, the
How
oil.
many years
Yeah.
ago was it?
1998, I think it was.
Wow,
It was way in the beginning.
that's wonderful.
Yeah, they had little black and white pamphlets that, with the products that they were making. Gary Young was distilling lavender in the kitchen.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
Those are the stories he would tell us. Yeah, it was way back there.
That's fantastic.
Yeah,
I
but
started when I met Lily because I was living in a house in Media and Lily moved in 3 doors down.
Oh,
So
wow,
she introduced me to the oils.
great. Catherine?
I'm trying to think. Was it Irma? I think you introduced me to Lily,
yeah,
right?
Yeah.
And I was going through some adrenal issues, and I was not having. It wasn't a good time in my life. I was like, "Oh." And so Irma suggested I call Lily, and believe it or not, are you ready for this? She suggested Ninja Red. And
Mhm.
this is on the phone, and I said, I'm sorry, ma'am, I do not do anything ninja, anything. I just won't do it. And she said, well, why don't you just buy it and try it for, so I tried it for like 3 days and I called her back. I'm like, yeah, no, I told you this is just not going to work. And she said, well, why don't we take out the knot and just give it another try for a few days? I want to tell you something. To this day, it's my go-to when I get like that. It's just amazing. I don't like the name. I'll be honest with you. I don't like the name, but whatever's in that works. It
So,
works.
so Catherine, what does that do? What did that do for
And
you?
that's a
helped.
liquid supplement.
Yeah, it's like a supplement, and it just helped me bring me back to center. I wasn't. My adrenal seems to have calmed down. I wasn't so flattered or flabbergasted all the time and depressed. And I was all those things, and I didn't know what to do, where to go, how to get out of it. And
Mm.
Lily's patience was, and then I will tell you also, again, it's a learning experience. Before I had a knee replacement, we were trying to work on some oils just to prolong having that done. And so, of course, I'm whining to her, wow, this didn't work. And she said, well, you know what? You've used that for now 3 months. Why don't we try something different? Duh. Well, sure enough.
Yeah.
It's being together and learning from each other and the growth in that. And it's a never-ending process. And I enjoy the camaraderie. I enjoy the education. I enjoy the product. And so for me, it's a win-win-win. And I'm really happy. And I what did I start 6 years ago? 7, maybe?
Probably
7
something
years
like that.
ago. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Sure.
Well, as we've come to the top of the hour, I want to thank you all. Catherine has to go have dinner with her family. And thank you for being with us. We'll be back again on Wednesday, July 29th. And we hope you'll be able to join us.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Pleasure with being with all of you this evening. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks for coming.
Very wonderful.
Thank
Thank
you.
you so
I'm
much.
glad I could join you guys.
Yes,
Thank
I
you.
am too as well. Enjoy dinner, Irma.
Enjoy dinner.
you.
And everyone stay healthy, stay safe.
Thank you. Nice meeting you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. We'll talk on Friday, Lily.
Okay, 6:30, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bye.